ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुरा श्रीयुतापदो कमलं श्रीगुरुना वैष्णवं च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथानितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं शवदूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमाते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनीति नामिने सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवशादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुलं हायत गिरिं यत्कृपातमं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीगुरुदिनतारिणं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरं हरि ओं तत्सत्. First of all, I just to pay my humble obeisances to my spiritual master and ISKCON founder Acharya Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada and those who are coming to this class. Today is our the teachings of Ramayana class. It's continuing. This is today's the session is 16. So we are reading from the translation of the Ramayana is written by His Holiness Bhakti Vikas Swami Maharaj. We are continue to reading. So we'll try to read and try to get some teachings from this class. A great fight ensued between the demigods and demons over the nectar. The last class we heard that it was churning the ocean. That is that story is going on because Lord Rama wanted to know from the Vasishtha Rishi about these pastimes. So a great fighting ensued between the demigods and demons over the nectar. When both sides neared destruction, the demon took possession of the nectar, and the Lord Vishnu then assumed the form of Mohini Murti. So the when this that deity was intent upon the performing austerities for 1,000 years to attain his destruction, Indra came to her and began rendering menial service to her with great care and attention. When only the 10 years of her vow remained, Diti being pleased with Indra and assured him that he would pacify her son once he was born, so that Indra could continue ruling over the three worlds without fear. Indra, however, remained uh, wary. Some time later, Diti became very tired and carelessly lay down and placing her head where her feet normally would rest. In this way, Diti neglectfully allowed her hair to become contaminated. Taking advantage of this fault, Indra utilized his mystic power to enter her womb, and Indra then cut Diti's embryo into 7 parts. When the fetus cried out in total of the 49 pieces, Diti, however, could understand that what was happening and begged Indra to stop killing her child. Having been discovered, the repentant Indra came out from her womb and begged forgiveness for his stepmother. Thus, Diti requested her the 49 children would be allowed to become wind god. Indra agreed. Thus, he and Diti were reconciled while the 49 children become recognized as the demigod known as Marutas. So you see, we can see one thing. Everything is going on according to our karma, the plan. Na, that this performing the yaga. Uh, sorry. Actually, I was just to miss. So when Vishnu when assumed the form of Mohini Murti, when this extraordinary beautiful form of the Lord as a young woman appeared before them, the demons immediately become captivated by her. So Krishna knew very, those who are demonical quality, they are very allured to the lady. That's why he was assumed the form of a Mohini Murti. And demigod become captivated for that things. So one of the teachings we can get, whenever the one of the very important work, especially the spiritual work, will going to be success, the so many tastes will come in front of us. So if we forget our focus, then we will fall in the problem. So what is the teachings? Whenever we are going to some work, we should not to leave it our focus. If you just to leave it our focus, then we will fall in a difficult situation. But a person always to be focus his bow or whatever his dream or goal, he can make it the success. But most of the time, we can see the people not to get the success. Their main purpose, they forget the focus. So either chanting, either reading, either whatever things we are doing, we should to make the focus. In the path of focus, if you are just to forget your target, then you will cannot to reach in the success. Prabhupada, why he was successful in his spiritual life? Because he never forget his focus. So many difficulties, so many problems, so many obstacles, so many the like a turning point come, but Prabhupada never forget his focus, his target. So the demonical people, they are to get some allurement things, immediately they forget the focus. So in the path of bhakti or in the path of material world, we should not to forget our focus. So if we forget the focus, then we become finished. So because the demon were then fighting among themselves to possess the nectar, they selected the beautiful woman to settle their quarrel. Another thing is that when we are going to we are whenever we are in team or whenever we are in group, always to remember to achieve the goal, we should be very united, because in our achieve the goal is to be dependent our unity. Because if our in our unity we are just to forget the focus, and try to hankering the name and credit, then somebody third person can go inside and destroy our plan. So you see, the demons also become so powerful when they are united. But as soon as they become individual and they try to be hankering the Mohini personally into their life, they are become divided and they just to missing the nectar. But the demigods, they are always in among together. That's why they can achieve the goal. So it is the teachings for our life. In our sadhana bhakti, when we are in group work or teamwork we are doing, inside the team, we should not to be the diversity. When the diversity will come, then we cannot to achieve the goal. Because devatas or maya to first catch our unity, that anyhow to in our unity to bring the diversity, immediately they can just to capture us. So how much time the demigods are demons are united, they are so powerful than a demigod. But as soon as the Mohini Murti they saw, they started to hankering him or her personally, and they are just to divided. And as soon as they are divided, they become weaker. And at that time, Maya easily try to capture them. So this is the teachings. In our spiritual life, even Bhagavatam says, Shanga Shakti Kalaunasha. You are always in Sangha, always in the unity. So, because if our unity is to be strong, then nothing can come and destroy us. Just like a bundle of stick, not very easy to be broken, but a one stick very easily can broken anybody. That we have to be very carefully to understand. Because the demons were then fighting to us. What are you doing? So because the demons were then fighting among themselves to possess the nectar, they selected this beautiful woman to settle their quarrel. Another thing is that they are so allurement to the woman. Few minutes before they are united, they are decided what they are doing. But now they are decided that what is decided by the Mohini Murti. And, the incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and entities, the demons of the demons to promise that whatever decided she gave, they would agree. They are so aligned. When something coming to destroy you, if you take the decision from that person, then you will be finished. The Mohini Murti come, always to understand, she is the manifestation of beauty. So another thing is that we should not to take the um, advice from the beautiful person. We should take the decision from a thematic person, knowledgeable person. Why? Why the demons, their destruction is coming? Because they are going to take the decision, a beautiful woman. So it is the scriptures giving the teachings. We should take the decision not from the beautiful person. We should take the decision from a knowledgeable person. Understand? They thought Mohini is so beautiful. That's why they went to take the decision from beautiful woman. And that is their diminution and their destruction is starting from there. So it is also scripture said, if you want to take the decision take from the knowledgeable person or a scripture or sadhu. Don't take the decision a beautiful person. Understand? The demons were so captivated by the tricks and the friendly words of Mohini Murti that although the demigods were served fast, the demons were pacified merely by her sweet words. So pacified. The lady is one of the weapons is so beautiful word. You see, it is not we are just to criticizing that woman. You know, it is not a woman. It is giving the scriptures the evidence. Someone beautiful voice or beautiful sound. You should not to captivate. Rather, you should understand this sweet word is really to helping to achieve my goal that we have to. Either even we can see some of the politicians, they are a man, but they have a sweet, sweet word. That's why Chanakya Pandit say, the sweet lady's word and the sweet word from the politician and diplomatic person, never to be trusted. Then you will fall in a difficulties. So the demigods, sorry. So, fighting among themselves possessed the nectar. They selected the beautiful woman, settled their quarrel, taking the advantage of their weakness. Mohini, the incarnation of Supreme Personality of Godhead, noticed the demons to promise that whatever decision she gave, they would agree to, so that the Mohini Murti will take the advantage. Okay, whatever I will tell, they will agree. When the demons made this promise, Mohini Murti had the demigods and the demons sit in the different line so that she could distribute the nectar. Mohini Murti approached the demons and spoke graciously to them. The demons thought themselves most fortunate to talk with her. So sometime in this material world, some of the very elevated part, I mean the materially elevated persons, so sweet word, looking so beautiful, we are become feeling so proud to speak with them. Anna. But we have to sometime understand all the person with the beauty, name, fame, that person not to coming our life as a blessings. Something came to our life as a distraction. So the demonical person to get some material possesses person, they are feeling so blessed. But a devotee never can feeling the blessed to get the materialistic awe and reverent person come to their life. They get the feelings so blessed to get the devotees association. So that we have understand. So Mohini Mutri approached the demons and spoke graciously them, and demons thought themselves most fortunate to talk with her. Since the demigods were seated at a distant place, the demons thought they would get only a small portion of nectar. Here is another teachings. Those who are demons now, what is their quality? They thought, I am so intelligent person. Everybody is a foolish. That is the quality of a demons. Demons always to think about I am very intelligent, everybody is foolish. So demons are thinking, oh, they will get a little tiny part of the nectar. We will get the most, I mean, the greatest part, we will get it. So that is one of the sign of a demonical person. Demonical person always to think, I am so proud, I have this, that. Everybody is foolish, they have no intelligence, these. So demons thought they would get only a small portion of nectar. Indeed, the demons concluded that because Mohini Mutri appeared so pleased with them, she would give the demons all the nectar. Enchanted by the exquisite transcendental beauty of Mohini Murti form, the demons agreed to hand over the nectar of Devi, who then artfully delivered it to the demons. Say they are so feeling nice. They think about that the real nectar is not inside the pot. They thought that the the real nectar will come in the hand of the Mohini. So if we take the nectar from the Mohini, then it will be more sweeter, the more nectar. The demons were so captivated by the tricks. So another one teachings we can get. Whatever in our life, the beautiful things, we should not to think about it is coming as a blessings. English one word says, all that glitters is not gold. That's why you not to think about in my life, whatever the beautiful things is coming to my life, it's everything is good. That's why sometimes we should check it. Is it good for my spirituality or not? The demons were so captivated by the tricks and friendly words of Mohini Murti that although the demigods were served first, the demons were pacified merely by her sweet word. So Mohini Murti said, first I will drink the Amrit to the demigods, then the demons. So another thing is that beauty first captured our intelligence. So their intelligence not working. What she's doing? She's giving the nectar first to the demigod. So one thing we can understand in this material world, the material beauty first to capture our intelligence. Intelligence will be totally make it dampen. Your memory not work there. So the Lord said to the demons, the demigods are very miserly and are excessively anxious to take the nectar fast. So let them have it first. Since you are not like them, you can wait a little longer. You are all heroes, and therefore, please with me. It is better for you to wait until after the demigod drink. So sweetly what a demigod convinced. I mean, demons are convinced. The Lord intended to distribute the nectar only the demigod. She knew that demons were quite unfit to drink nectar. When the demons saw the Mohini Murti was cheated them. No, so before we can get another teachings. Prabhu, Lord can do the cheating. Lord can do that cheating. Yes. Not only Lord, through these pastimes, Lord is teaching to us. Sometimes we will see somebody the good things in giving to the hand of a person, those who are make it more, the deceitful things or distracting things for the society, family, and the whole world, then we should take the deceitful technique. So when Lord saw that if the demons will take the nectar and make it deceitful word, so he take some technique, the how to make them cheat. So you can do the cheat, you can deceive to someone if it is purpose for the good activities, purpose for the uh, spirituality, then you can do. Otherwise, you generally not to do the cheating or deceitful things with person. If you see somebody was just to take something and make it very uh, like destructive things to your family, to your relationship, to your society, then you can make him in deceit and cheating like work, and just to capture that things and use it in the proper place. So that never called in a sin. Because sometimes we think, Prabhu, it is a sinful work. Na? No, it is not a sin. We can see the Lord also cheating with the demigod. But what is the purpose of cheating? Because if the demons will drink the nectar, they will become more powerful and doing some destructive things to the societies, especially to take the action to the devotees. That's why Lord take the deceitful work or some techniques to save the societies to the devotees. She knew that demons were quite unfit to drink the nectar. When the demons saw that Mohini Murti was cheating them, however, they remained silent. They understand. They got at the cheating, but still they are silent. Why? The beauty captivated their intelligence. So sometime in this material world things so captivated us, we understand we are going to destruction, but still to get some material and sense enjoyment, we stop. Just like as a cigarette. We know cigarette is killing us. We are coughing, we are feeling so pain, this, that, but still we become silent and just smoking. Because that give us so sense enjoyment that it is captured our the captivated our intelligence. So when the demigod saw Mohini Murti, nevertheless, the demon named Rahu dressed himself like a demigod and sat down in the line of demigods, sitting beside the sun and the moon. When the Supreme Personality of Godhead understood how Rahu was cheating, he immediately cut off the demon's head. Rahu, however, had already tasted the nectar, and therefore, although his head was uh, served, he remained alive. After the demigods finished the drinking the nectar, the Supreme Personality of Godhead assumed his own form and quickly carried off the nectar by an act of deception. When the demons opposed her, Mohini Murti easily vanquished them and thus enabled Indra to become the undisputed ruler of these three worlds. Upon seeing the defeat of her sons, Diti became very unhappy and become, began performing austerity with the aim of obtaining a son capable of killing Indra in revenge. In revenge. We are material world. Another teachings we can see. When Diti saw something according to her expectation not to get it, she is doing the tapasya to get it. But in this material world, according to our expectation, we not to get it. We are starting fighting. No, our Vedic literature says, according to your expectation, if you not to get it, then you try to do severe austerity. Then you can get it. But in Kali Yuga, people not interested to do the like a austerity work. So upon seeing the defeat of her sons, Diti became very unhappy and began performing austerities with the aim of obtaining a son capable of killing Indra in revenge. Knowing, we last time read it in our Bhagavatam, that Diti was intended upon performing austerity for 1,000 years to attain his destructions. Indra came to her and began rendering menial service to her with great care and attention. Indra came to her and began rendering menial service to her with great care and attention. When only 10 years of her vow remained, Diti, being pleased with Indra, assured him that she would pacify her son once he was born. So when only 10,000 years of her vow remained, because Diti took a vow now, austerity, to bring a child that will kill the Indra. So Indra understand that this will be happening because she's not an ordinary lady. So Indra started to serving with the like one reverence and with a great care and attention. This is one of the another teaching is that when some powerful person wanted to kill us, we try to not make a fighting with them, try to serve them and take them attention and care. Like this, we will pacify and success our goal. So when Diti saw that my bow is coming to within a like a more like a 10 years of her bow remain. So Diti being pleased with the Indra. Okay, now my revenge will come and kill Indra. So she was little bit pacified. It is another teaching is that whoever your enemy, never trust any time. Even up to the going to the final, the conclusion, never trust them. And that is the real, our enemy is our mind. We should not to trust them up to conquer the final things. Before we should not to trust them. Sometimes you see why this is now this life is the difficulties because she was her mind was just like a captured. Okay, just after the 10 years, my children will come and kill the Indra. So okay, if I am little bit become pacified to Indra, nothing will happen. So this is the greatest problem. So when you will take some vow up to not to get it, before you should not do any type of like things you do that what you will missing your chance. So that the Indra would continue ruling over the sorry, being pleased with Indra, assured him that she would pacify her son once he was born, so that Indra could continue ruling over the three worlds without fear. She would pacify her son once he was born, so that Indra could continue ruling over the three worlds without fear. Indra, however, remained wary. Some time later, Diti became very tired and carelessly lay down, placing her head where her feet normally would rest. In this way, the Diti neglectfully allowed her hair to become contaminated. The deities uh, neglectfully allowed her hair to become contaminated. Taking the advantage of fault, Indra utilized his mystic power entered the womb. You see, generally which side we put our leg, sleeping time, we should not do any time to keep our head that side, because that's not the good side according to the astrology. Then some like a mystic powerful demons or whatever things will take the some mystic things to finish us. So you see, the Diti generally to sleeping which side to put it her head, but today she will just to lying down which side she was living to put it her leg, and there is a blood is there now. So Diti neglectfully allowed her hair to become contaminated, taking advantage to his of his fault. Indra utilized his mystic power to enter in his womb. Indra then cut Diti's embryo into 7 parts. Go to them and cut the 7 part in her womb. When the fetus cried out in a shrill voice, he again cut each into 7. It's like a 7 into 7 equal to 49. Sorry. Into 7, making the total 49 pieces. Diti, however, could understand that what was happening and begged Indra to stop killing her child. Having discovered the repent, Indra came out from her womb and begged forgiveness from his stepmother. Thus, Diti requested her that her 49 children will be allowed to become windy god. Diti requested her the 49 children allowed to become windy gods. Indra agreed. Thus, he and deities were reconciled, while the 49 children become recognized as a demigod known as a Marutas, the windy gods. Vishwamitra concluded this city, Vishala, is situated at the place where Diti formerly performed her austerities. Later, the son of Ikshakshu, named Vishala, built the city, and present the king in his dynasty is Sumati. So, is the city is Vishala? That is the place Diti did the austerity or penance to get the revengeful son to kill the Indra. Maharaj Sumati then came out of the city to receive and worship Vishwamitra. In his invitation, the party rested three for three for the night. The next morning, the caravan again proceeded on its journey towards the king of Videha. Upon reaching the outskirts of Mithila, capital city of Maharaj Janaka, Lord Rama saw an old desolated hermitage. After Rama inquired about it from Vishwamitra, Rishi explained this ashram formerly belonged to Gautam Rishi, who practiced austerities were along with his wife Ahalla. Ahalla. So Lord Rama again asked these pastimes. There's another teachings we can see. Whenever Ram is walking or in a caravan is going from one place to another, he asking the different pastime. Because when you are in long process of marathon, walking or driving your go. During that time, you will hear some pastimes. Then you will not to understand how the time is going on. But you are keep quiet and you are going on. Then you will see time never pass away. That's why whenever sometime I'll take to the devotees in Govardhan Parikrama, we are discussing different pastimes. Walking and speaking of the telling of the pastime. Devotees even don't know that how the 24 kilometers, 22 kilometers is finished. But you are keep quiet and walk, then you will see, oh my God, the road is never finished. Road is never finished. That's why Lord Ram listening the pastimes and continue his jatra. That's why he smoothly keep going on. So it is also a teaching. So when you are a long process of like a lengthy process of things we have to do, that time we need to hearing the different pastimes. So whenever we are hearing the different pastimes, then we can see the long process of work so easily we can complete without boring. So material boring we can vanquish by hearing the spiritual pastimes. So that we heard that. So today I will stop here. The day after tomorrow we'll hear again the pastimes of Gautam Rishi and Ahola's pastimes. Somebody don't know this kind of pastimes, whatever. Maybe something know, but you not to know the very deeply. That's why this Ramayana class is very important. When you are here the pastimes, you very inquisitively and very deeply you can understand. Just like you understand how this happening, this churning of the ocean, how Marutas appeared. So we have a lot of things we know about this. So thank you so much for your patience to this class. We'll again day after tomorrow we'll hear the class in Saturday. Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Bolo Ramchandra Bhagavan ki jai. Gaur Pramanande. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.